What's the deal? Salute to everybody out there. This is BYC Gaming. Bring your controller. We are back in New York City once again. Flushing, Queens to be specific. It's the Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. This is another one of those tough rivalry matchups. Today we coming up against the 25-16 Phillies. Mets currently standing at 22-19. Jose Quintana gonna go head up against Aaron Nola. This should be a good one. Packed house at Citi Field, as you can see. Fans are ready for a good baseball game, and I hope you are too. Welcome to BYC Gaming. Bring your controller. As here you can get a look at Jose Quintana's record on the season: 1-3. That ERA very close to 6. Strikeout rate not the best, but he has pitched pretty decently in his last 2 starts. Let's see if he can continue to improve upon that success. Starting things off for the Phils is going to be Trey Turner, a guy that had a very, very impressive World Baseball Classic. I remember he played so well in the World Baseball Classic. He was my first pick in fantasy baseball. Shout out to the Quarantine League. Shout out to Hannibal King. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like what can I say, man? The Mets had a rough series against the Braves. Lost 2 out of 3, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're looking to bounce back here against the Phils. Phils are no joke, man. Phillies, along with the Braves, the Dodgers, you know, the Yankees, Texas, Houston, all those teams, man, when healthy, have some really good rosters, man. Like really, really good rosters, top to bottom. Currently, we got a 2-2 count here against Turner. Quintana looking to start off with an early K right here. The pitch. Check swing, but it's going to be stared at for strike number 3. That's the first out here in today's ball game. With Merrifield now stepping in, very solid player. Moved around a bit the last few seasons, but it's a good spot for him. Him and Philly hitting at the number 2 spot. 358 batting average on the season, second in the National League with 13 stolen bases, with Merrifield off to a very good start. Now, I give credit where credit is due, but I'm going to just tell y'all this. Y'all know I tell baseball stories and whatnot, but the Phillies are my least favorite rivals, man. Like, I don't hate them, you know, I ain't got no malice in my heart, nothing like that. But as far as rivals and teams that I love to root against, best believe it's the Phillies. Like, I went to Colorado to watch a game at Coors Field. What was that? Maybe, what was that, 2019, I think? Man, there was a Phillies fan sitting next to me, and he just found it so funny. Every time Bryce Harper came up to the plate, you could hear me, boo! I'm like, hey, man, it's nothing against you, brother. I said, I've just watched Bryce Harper kill us since Washington days. And in the Phillies, you know, it is what it is. They're our blood rivals, know what I mean? Shout out to Willie Hustle in the building. You heard? But yeah, the Phillies are definitely my least favorite rivals out of any team, whether it's the Knicks, Jets, Mets, so on and so forth. 3-2 count here to Merrifield. Gonna hit this one up the middle, just past the outstretched hand of Jeff McNeil. And that'd be the first hit of the game right there. Phillies started off with a man on first. True. Get that munyon, player. You know what I mean? But I think I was telling some of y'all subscribers out there, shout out to everybody that watches whether live on Twitch or on YouTube. I was telling somebody, what game was that? I don't remember what game I was playing, but the best baseball game I've ever been to was Phillies Mets, man. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm gonna tell that story again. As Bryce Harper's now in a 2-1 count. Harper batting .285 on the season. Sinker in there for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Bryce Harper sat down on strikes. You'd love to see it. 2 gone here in the first. So, best game I've been to, Phillies Mets. This game was at Shea Stadium. You know what I'm saying? This is probably like late 90s. You know what I mean? P. Alonso going to step on the bag, and Kyle Schwarber will be retired. Mets due up in the bottom of the first from Citi Field. So we're going to look at Aaron Nola's stats. 2.81 ERA. Should be a tough one today. As you see the strikeout ratio, 54 Ks on the year, 5-1 record in 8 starts. Aaron Nola doing what he does best. So this game, I think it was a, I want to say it was a 1 o'clock or a 4 o'clock start time. It might have been 4 o'clock, but point being, it was pouring in New York that day, bro. Pouring. It was definitely a day game. And these are some of these probably the best seats I've ever had for any sporting event. Shout out to Mama Love, Mom Dukes. She used to get tickets from her job at the time, and we were sitting on the dugout. Like, my hands were on the dugout. You know what I'm saying? As all hands are on deck with that swing right there from Brandon Nimmo. That's going to go off the fence, and that's going to be a stand-up leadoff double as the Mets put one aboard with the 12th double of the year from Brandon Nimmo. He hits that one down the right field line, and there's nothing that Castellanos can do with that one but throw it back to the infield. Nimmo in there safely. So I'm sitting like literally right behind the dugout at this game, Phillies Mets, and Bobby Valentine comes out of the dugout. And if you don't know who Bobby Valentine is, he's an ex-manager of the Mets, one of my favorite managers we've had. And Bobby V comes out the dugout, and I'm like, "Hey, Bobby, can you sign my baseball?" Mr. Valentine, whatever I said. But he said, "All right, but you got to throw it. You know, it's a little distance between us." So I gave him a little toss. He was like, "Oh, man, you got a good arm." You know, I was gassed about that. But he signed the baseball. I still have that baseball to this day. Maybe I'll post it on social media after today's game. But either way, just to finish that part of the story. So another kid took the initiative to try to get an autograph as well, as we got a 3-1 count against Starlin Marte here. Jeff McNeil on deck. And that's going to be a walk. 23rd walk of the season drawn right there for Marte. And there's now 2 men on with nobody out here in the first. So the kid behind me, he's like, "Hey, Bobby, can I get an autograph?" And the kid, I don't know what he was thinking. He rolled the baseball on the dugout, and the baseball just fell into the dugout. Bobby Valentine never retrieved that baseball for that kid, and he never signed it either. Like, kind of messed up. Well, I look back at it in hindsight, McNeil a little early on the fastball, and he's going to foul it off. You see, we made some changes to the lineup today for those of y'all who watch regularly. Brandon Nimmo, always the leadoff hitter. McNeil usually bats second, and Lindor in the third spot. Today we got Jeff McNeil in the 3 spot. Lindor is going to be the cleanup guy, and it's going to be Pete Alonso and then Francisco Alvarez. Ooh, I should not have swung at that. Oh, it's going to play out in our favor, though. The ball knocked down by Alec Bohm, but it's going to be ruled a base hit. I'll take it. So just to get back to that story about the game, man. So eventually the game finally started. You know what I mean? And it was a battle, bro. It was a real battle as the hottest hitter in baseball steps into the box right now, Francisco Lindor. Man, that game was so good. Just to skip all the details, might get a run right here. Should be a double play ball for the Phillies, but the run will cross the plate. 2 outs on the play. Runner moves to third, but it is a 6-4-3 double play. Lindor going to pick up an RBI on that one. But it was a back and forth game. It went into extras. I think I only went to the 10th or the 11th. And hold on. Well, I'm trying to think. Should I tell that part first? Let me backtrack for a second. I don't know about y'all. I got this thing where, like, I remember the most random stuff. Like, I'm talking about random moments, and I cringe at something I said or did. Mike Piazza was on the on-deck circle getting ready to hit. And I wasn't heckling him, but I know I was getting on his nerves. Because I'm sitting there, like I said, I told y'all, these seats are close. So he can hear everything I'm saying. And I'm sitting there like, "Hey, Mike, smile, man. Say something to me, Mike. Like, yo, I cringe every time I think about it. Shout out to my boy, Top Dog Tim. He was like, "Man, you a kid, man. Like, let it go, bro." I'm like, "Nah, man, I was cringeworthy, bro." Piazza never acknowledged me as he shouldn't have. He had much more important things to focus on like getting some hits against the Phillies like we're trying to do right now. 2-2 count to Pete Alonso. All right, count. Count now full. Francisco Alvarez on deck. But yeah, man, like back to the game. It went into extras as Pete Alonso draws his 25th walk of the season. It goes into extras, and I can't remember who got the hit. I'm gonna keep it 100. But somebody drove in the winning run, and Shea Stadium was rocking, bro. Like the crowd was going crazy. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I love Citi Field, but there was no vibe quite like Shea Stadium, man. I think the same can be said for Yankee Stadium too. Like the OG Yankee Stadium just had a different vibe about it. Although I do like their new stadium. It's not the same, you know what I mean, but it's still serviceable. And there's a swing and a miss from Francisco Alvarez. The knuckler sets him down, but the Mets are able to get one run across the plate on the Francisco Lindor double play. Alvarez strands two, but the Mets lead 1-0 after one.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
All right, in steps Nick Castellanos.
That's a ball.
Man, he's got one of the funniest memes like attached to him. Like every time he comes up to the plate or hits a home run, it's like the commentators say something reckless. I don't know if y'all seen that game where he played against Cincinnati or in Cincinnati. That one was funny. All right, so Quintana hasn't had a lot of success with the fastball this season. Right there, he's able to get it nearly past Castellano, but Castellano will slap it down the right field line. Alonso knocks it down and then takes the out himself. One gone. Alec Bohm steps in now. Now, this is the guy I got on my fantasy team right now. And actually, I just fell out of first place today. Last night, I was in first place. Today, I moved down to second in the Roto standings. But Alec Bohm is on my fantasy team, and yo, this kid is different, bro. Like, he's been getting it done for the Phillies as he fouls one down the line. Thankfully, it'll go foul. 1-1 count. Ooh, just missed low. That one's going to be inside. We got a 3-1 count. Bohm going to foul that one off. It's a 3-2 count now. I was going to go with the changeup, try to get the strikeout, but let's just try to get the out right here. Sinker fouled off, so maybe we will go with the changeup, try to switch the speeds on him. Quintana with the payoff pitch. Another one rocketed down the line. This one's going to be foul as well. Really good at bat here for Alec Bohm. 3-2 is your count. 30th pitch of the game for Quintana. That's going to lead to a walk. That's my fault for throwing the curveball right there. I know better than to throw a curveball in a situation like that. All right, next hitter is JT Real Muto. He's going to pop this one to center field. Tyrone Taylor going to get under it. And that'll be the second out.
Batting in, the designated hitter,
Edmundo Sosa steps into the box now, about 161 in the season. 2 outs here for the Phillies, and Sosa going to slap this one to center. Tyrone Taylor will make back-to-back plays, and that'll retire the side for the Phillies. Taylor going to lead things off, followed by DJ Stewart and Brett Beatty.
the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Hey, one!
Good swing from Tyrone Taylor. And that one good enough for a base hit to start things off here in the second.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, DJ.
I got some, you know, always come with the stats. Well, not all the time, but sometimes. I got some fun facts about the Phillies. They say the Phillies are the oldest American professional sports franchise to operate under a single name in a single city. That's pretty fire. As we know, these teams move around a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty interesting. We got an 0-1 count here against DJ Stewart, who has been struggling. You hear me? Struggling since he got back from the injured list. He's in an 0-2 count here. Couldn't time that pitch right there. Another knuckler. Stewart in the battle right now. Still down 0-2. 3 straight knuckleballs. That one stays in the zone for strike 3. If I'm not mistaken, DJ Stewart has struck out in like at least 8 of his last 10 at-bats. I'm about to say, I thought it was 3 pitches for a man. Like, I know I'm not tripping. All knuckleballs. I didn't even realize that. He threw all knuckleballs in that. That's crazy. He doesn't throw a knuckler right there. Ooh, that's a close play at second. Nice play from Trey Turner. Being in the right spot and flipping that one to Whit Merrifield. I thought that one was going to get past Merrifield, but that's a good play by the middle of the Phillies infield right there. And Tyrone Taylor retired on the play. 1-0 lead here still. In steps Brandon Nimmo. He takes a ball on the outside part of the plate. Doubled in the first inning. Also scored a run. Right now he's got Brett Beatty on first. 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Another knuckler. This one hit the opposite way. It's a base hit for Nimmo. His second hit of the game. Now the Mets doing a little more threatening here. With runners on and 2 outs. Starlin Marte now steps in. He walked in his previous AB. Mr. Met trying to get the crowd hype. Come on, y'all can put Mr. Met's name on the back of his jersey now. What's up? What's up? Marte, of course, one of the team leaders in walks. 23 on the season. Ooh, there's that knuckle curve again. Swung on and missed by Marte. 0-1 count. Good job laying off of that one. Called for a ball. 2-1 count to Marte here. Beatty on second. Nimmo on first. Count now 2-2. All right, count going to be full here. We're going to send the runners on this one. Oh, that was a really good pitch to hit. Late on it. And that's going to lead to the payoff pitch coming to the plate again. That's going to be a walk. So back-to-back walks drawn for Marte and both of his ABs. 3rd walk of the game for Nola. And now Jeff McNeil's going to step in with the bases juice. 2 outs here. That was a good pitch to hit, but we just couldn't do what we needed to do with it. Pop it out to center field, and that'll be the end of the inning. So disappointing end to that inning. We leave the bases juice as the planes fly over the skies here in New York. It's 1-0 Mets.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Johan Rojas.
All right, into the box steps Johan Rojas. Starts him off with a 92-mile-per-hour sinker in there for a strike. This is a really tough stretch for the Mets. We've got 10 games in a row without any type of break or anything of that nature. We got 4 games against the Phillies, 3 against Cleveland, I think. And then we got another 3 games set after that. Can't remember who we play exactly, but there's a base hit. We got some speed on first. That one slapped down the line. It'll be foul. Trey Turner 0 for 1 with a K in today's game. Swing and a miss. Very tough curveball to lay off right there. Keeping an eye on that runner right now. Oh, McNeil had a chance to make a really big play right there, but it's going to be a base hit for Trey Turner. The 1-2 count leads to a single, and now the Phillies have a lot of speed on the bases and nobody out. That was nearly an amazing play by McNeil. We really could have used that. But we're not going to trip. All right. Instead's Whit Merrifield now. Fouls off a low sinker. Count 0-1. That pitch going to rain on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 count now to Merrifield. The pitch from Quintana. Hit right back to the mound. I probably had a chance at a triple play right there, but I got to get this double. No, and we don't even get it. Wow. That's rough. I kind of look at that situation like, what could I have done better? You know what I mean? Honestly. We got runners at the corners now. Bryce Harper is the hitter. Strike there from Quintana. 92-mile-per-hour fastball misses upstairs. Yeah, 2-2 count now. Bryce Harper the hitter. 1 man out, 2-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Big K right there for Quintana. 3rd K of the game. And Harper is set down on strikes. That's a big strikeout right there. Quintana coming up clutch. As the slurve confuses Bryce Harper, and he's set down on strikes. Quintana now getting closer to 50 pitches here as Kyle Schwarber steps in. I think I talked about this a couple days ago. Are y'all ready for NCAA football, college football back? I really am excited for that game. And y'all gonna get a whole lot of content from that game from yours truly. Right now, it's the top of the 3rd. We got 2 outs. Runners are at the corner. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, barely able to foul off that slurve. Count remains 1-2. Runners still at the corners. Count now 2-2. Ooh. Almost able to get him to swing through that changeup right there. But he will be caught looking at a slurve. Put a backwards K on the board. The Mets and Quintana start off rough in that 3rd, but Quintana shuts down the Phillies offense. They strand runners at the corners, and the Mets maintain the lead, 1-0 heading into the bottom of the third.
Leading up for the Mets, the shortstop,
Francisco Lindor now steps in. 0 for 1 on the day. Did drive in a run on that play. He'll swing at a sinker low for strike one. I had somebody ask me a couple of days ago, like, yo, why do you like commentate throughout the whole game? Why don't you have the sound or anything like that? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. In some of these games, I'm living out my dream, bro. Like, obviously playing as the Mets, but more than anything, I really wanted to get into sports broadcasting, sports journalism and whatnot, as Lindor sat down on strikes rather quickly. Third K of the game for Nola. But yeah, man, I would have loved to have chased that as a career, man. So I ain't gonna lie, like, it's just a dream being lived out by yours truly right now, man. All right. Pete Alonso now stepping in. 239 on the season. He's been struggling. Tries to break out of it with a big swing on a knuckle curve right there. 0-1 count. Definitely got to do a better job of making Nola throw a whole bunch of pitches. If we can get him out of this game by at least the 5th or the 6th inning, I like our chances against Philadelphia's bullpen. That one misses on the outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one on the outside part of the black. 2-2 count. Good job by Pete to foul that one off. Stay alive. 2-2 count. Ooh, nearly sat down on strikes with that nasty cutter. 3-2 count now to Pete Alonso. And Pete draws another walk. Second walk of the game. 4th walk allowed by Nola. 2 to Marte, 2 to Alonso. And now here comes Frankie Alvarez with 1 man out. Nice knuckle curve right there. I flew across the country to see Alvarez. Salute to you. My man got on a Mets button-up. That is nasty work. This one's going to bounce in the dirt, but Pete going to stay put at first base. One-two count now as Nola paints the outside part of the strike zone with a 91-mile-per-hour sinker. Ooh. Nearly gave chase to that one. Same pitch. Alvarez stays alive by fouling off the changeup. 2-2 count. Tough pitch to lay off right there. Misses at the bottom of the zone. So we said we wanted to make Aaron Nola throw more pitches, and we've done a good job of that here in the bottom of the third. 3-2 count. And this one's going to be rocketed to right, but it's going to be right into the glove of Castellanos. And that'll be the second out here. Thought we had one right there. That was a good piece of hitting by Alvarez. Good swing on that baseball, but just hit it right at a fielder. 2 outs now. Tyrone Taylor, who has been a very, very good bright spot for our team this season. 277 on the year. 1 for 1 in this game. The late action on the sinker fools Taylor, who fouls that one off. Bottom of the zone, it's a 4-seam fastball, and it's in there for a strike. Ooh. Knuckle curve falls out of the zone. 2-2 count. Ooh, this umpire, I know Nola's not feeling that. this umpire with a generous call right there. Count now full. We can send Alonso on this one. The pitch from Nola. Ooh, lightning does not strike twice in the same spot. Tried to lay off of that one, hoping to draw a walk, but Nola sets down Taylor looking. Mets retire in the third.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos. Now that's third baseman, Alex Bone.
Nope, that's low.
Swing and a miss. Real Muto sat down on strikes. Sorry, my mic was muted for a second. So we were able to get the pop-up to Marte. Then striking out Real Muto on the curve right here. You see the movement on that pitch. Swung on and miss. And that will be the second out. Edmundo Sosa gonna ground one to Lindor. Lindor makes a nice play, throws it to Pete. Quintana has made it through 4 scoreless. He's pitching a really good game. Stewart, Beatty, and Nimmo gonna set things off for the Mets in the bottom of the 4th.
Leading up for the Mets, the designated hitter, DJ Stewart.
All right, just had to take a quick look at the bullpen to see who's available for us today.
That's the ball.
I was looking at Luke Casey to see if I could bring him in a little earlier. I think we'll go with Jorge Lopez, Ray Lee, Adavino, and hopefully we can hand this game over to Edwin Diaz later. Let me talk about Edwin Diaz, all right, real quick. The real life Edwin Diaz is really struggling, and I just want to send the best wishes to my closer, man. We need you in tip-top form. I know you still, we're probably working out the kinks from last year, getting acclimated, being back in the pen, but they said he even cried about how things have been going. Ain't no crying in baseball, but I understand how it is when you just want to do good and you're coming up a little short of that. Speaking of coming up short, DJ Stewart strikes out again. Like I said, he struck out in at least 9 of his last 11 at-bats. Really struggling. We're going to have to take him out of the lineup for the next game, let him have a day off and just try to figure some things out. Matter of fact, what I'll definitely do is put him in the batting cages when it comes to the training sessions for franchise mode. 1-0 count here to Brett Beatty. Beatty 0 for 1 on the day. 220 average for Beatty. He's also drawn 15 walks. Takes a swing at that sinker. Only able to foul it off, though. A little early on the timing. 1-2 count.
2-2.
Fastball misses upstairs. Does the 4-seamer. 2-2 count. Perfect swing, but it's going to be hit right to Trey Turner. Makes the play at first, and that is the second out. Brandon Nimmo now stepping in, 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. Let's see what he's got in store for this AB. Swing and a miss on the knuckleball. 0-1 count. Another knuckleball. He loves that pitch, does Nola. 0-2 count quickly to Nimmo. Ooh. Can't do anything with the fastball. It's going to be popped up down the third base side. Bowman's there to make the catch, and now retire the Mets in the fourth. I'll be right back in just a moment. So will the Mets do up in the fifth.
Leading off for the Phillies, the center fielder, Johan Rojas.
All right, so Quintana going to start off Johan Rojas with the ball. 1-0 game still here in New York. Quintana going back to work against his Phillies lineup. At the number 9 spot, the leadoff hitter, as well as the 2-hole coming in here in the 5th. Nice fastball upstairs, called for a strike. Trying to get back in this count, still another fastball here. Right down the Broadway. Rojas doesn't give chase. Just like that, it is a 2-2 count. Rojas again puts a good swing on the baseball. And again, he's on base. 2 hits in the game so far for Rojas, and the Mets give up a leadoff single. The thing that frustrates me about that last pitch, I was supposed to be in the dirt. Like, I can't stand when we mislocate pitches, and Rojas is going to run now and easily be in there at second. So it's a big mistake right there, mislocating that pitch. And now Rojas, oh, you better run back to second. Rojas stole on that play, but forced to go back as Trey Turner pops out to Tyrone Taylor, and there's now 1 out in the inning. Quintana. Come on. Let's try to keep Rojas honest. Took the lead, but he's going to retreat as Quintana throws to second. Merrifield fouls off that pitch. 1-2 count. All right, we got a 2-strike count against another hitter. Now let's make sure wherever this pitch is thrown, it's located where it's supposed to be. There you go. 1-2 count. Let's change speeds on him. See if we can get him to swing through an upstairs fastball. He won't budge. We got a 2-2 count now. The pitch from Quintana in the dirt. Count now 3-2 to Whit Merrifield. Bryce Harper's on deck. He's got 2 Ks on the day. Rojas still on second. Merrifield in a 3-2 count. Hits it down the line. Thankfully, it'll be foul. We'll do it again. This one going to be popped, foul, down the line, and Marte not able to get there in time. Definitely time to warm up an arm as we'll get Jorge Lopez going in the bullpen. This is a tough spot right here. Merrifield with speed on second. 3-2 count. We'll do it again. Merrifield having a really good at-bat right now, staying alive. I've even thrown pitches out of the zone and he's still fouling them off. This one going to be popped to shallow center. No tag from Rojas at second. And there's now 2 gone here in the 5th. In steps Bryce Harper, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 Ks here against Quintana. Phillies still threatening. Mets looking to get out of this inning unscathed.
1 ball, no strike.
1-0 count to Harper. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Harper caught staring at a curveball for strike 2. 1-2 count here. We could really use a big pitch right here. Rojas still at second. Takes his lead. 1-2 count to Harper. Woo. Just missed with that changeup. Quintana having one of his best starts of the season. This could easily be the last batter he faces. Come on, strike 3. Let's go, Ump. Good call, Blue. That's what I'm talking about. 3 Ks against Bryce Harper for this game, and the Mets make it out of another Phillies threat. 5 hits for the Phils, no runs. 4 hits for the Mets, 1 run. That's the score as we head into the bottom of the 5th. That was a big K right there, man. Nola back to work. Throws his favorite pitch, that knuckle curve, in there for a strike. Nola with his 80th pitch on the way, and it's swung on and missed by Marte. I was way too late on that one. Timing totally threw me off. Quickly, it's an 0-2 count. But as I say in most episodes, Marte probably the best 2-strike hitter on this team. Right now, he's even the count back up at 2 apiece. What I tell y'all, it never fails. Marte down in the count and finds his way back to an even count, then slaps one up the middle for a base hit. All right, now let's be clear. Nola has been throwing that knuckler a lot today. So this is a big opportunity for us to try to steal a base right here with Jeff McNeil at the plate. I might wait until the next batter if there's a chance for that, but let's see. There's a circle change in there for a strike. Marte takes the lead off first. Nola throws back over there. Marte takes the lead off the base. Quick throw to the plate from Nola. No action as far as runners going on that one. Ooh, bit of a shoestring catch right there for Castellanos. I thought that one was going to drop in for McNeil. Instead, it is the first out. And now Francisco Lindor stepping in. He struck out as well as grounded out in this ball game. There you hear the MVP chants for Lindor as he fouls off a sinker right there. Batting .450 in his last 6 games. That's good enough for 9 for 20. That is beautiful. Oh. Woo! Thought I got picked off right there, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Great pickoff move from Nola. Nasty changeup. Lindor gives chase. The runner is going. Marte going to be in there safely by at least a mile. Love to see it. 7th stolen base of the season for Starling Marte. That was much needed. Marte got a good jump. Throw not there in time. Now Lindor currently in a 1-2 count. Now has a runner in scoring position. That was a nasty knuckle curve right there, man. It started in the zone, and then the bottom fell out of it, and I strike. Oh, my goodness. That is wicked, yo. All right, come on, Pete. We need you right here. Big opportunity for Alonso. He takes a fastball for strike one. We got Marte at second. 2 outs here in the 5th. Mets could use some insurance runs. There's that curve, falls out of the zone. Former Met Taijuan Walker getting loose in the pen alongside Spencer Turnbull. Let's see if these Mets can knock out Nola here in this 5th inning. 93rd pitch of the game for Nola is a strike. 1-2 count to Alonso. Alonso has drawn 2 walks today. Count now even at 2. I didn't even want to swing at that, truthfully, but it was going to stay in the zone. And I definitely didn't want to look at strike 3. So Alonso grounds it to Harper, and that will retire the Mets in the 5th. Very close battle right here. This is a real divisional game. Mets still lead.
Leading off for the Phillies, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Okay, so this will be the last guy that Quintana will face. It'll be Kyle Schwarber. We'll do the lefty-lefty matchup right here. Swing and a miss. Great pitch there from Quintana. Upstairs fastball leaves Schwarber swinging and missing. 0-2 count now. Schwarber able to foul off the slurve right there. We got an 0-2 count still. God, I'm looking. Let's go. Quintana with 2 big back-to-back Ks. And we're not going to push him any further than that. Time to bring in some arms from the pen. And here comes Jorge Lopez. That'll be the day for Quintana. Let him go out on top, getting a big K against Schwarber. Got to give a round of applause to that, man. Great start from Quintana. And that will lead to Jorge Lopez coming out of the bullpen, looking to maintain this lead for the Mets. There you see the averages against right-handed batters and left-handed batters. He has been stellar. Let's get him warmed up real quick, throw a few pitches, and then we'll get back to action. This is BYC Gaming, Breeding Controller. We appreciate all of y'all that watch, whether it's for a couple seconds or whether you sit through the whole game. Y'all are truly appreciated. Trying to improve this channel, get our numbers up, because we got a lot of things that we want to bring to y'all, not just on the gaming side, but, you know, once the support gets there and we continue to move in the right direction, we got some big things planned for y'all here at BYC. Castellanos steps into the box. He's down 0-1 after taking 97-mile-per-hour fastball across the plate. Count even at 1 as the sinker misses. Castellanos never nearly tied this game with a big swing that bounced off the wall. This time he's going to ground it to third. Brett Beatty there to make the play, and that's his 2nd out here in the 6th. In steps the talented Alec Bohm now. You know, I got to make a point, because I heard some people talking about the Knicks. Like, shout out to the Knicks for an amazing season. You know what I mean? But I heard somebody say, why do Knicks fans hate everybody, blah, 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 all this stuff. I'm going to be real with you, bro. It's not even that Mets, Yankees fans. Not that we hate. Like, if you're a rival of a New York team, we're not hating you because you're trash or, you know, you got to be good to be a New York rival, bro. Like, you got to be a solid team. Like look at let's use the Knicks for this example, right? As this one's lined down, is he gonna throw him out? I was about to say, Bohm just barely in there safely. But I was thinking, like, look at all the people that have been quote unquote rivals of the Knicks: Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, Trae Young, Trying to think, is there anybody else I'm forgetting? Paul Pierce. You know, the point I'm trying to make, though, is all of these guys are, you know, with the exception of Trae Young, we'll see how his career plays out. But these guys are freaking Hall of Famers, dog. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like New Yorkers don't hate players because they're trash or they're annoying or this, that, and the third. You got to be a pretty damn good player to you know, be a rival of any of the New York teams. You know what I'm saying? But swing and a miss by JT Real Muto. It is now a 1-2 count. The pitch from Lopez. This one's grounded to Beatty. Beatty will make the throw to first, and that will retire the Phillies in the 6th. Mets still need to add some insurance runs. We'll see, can they do it with Alvarez, Taylor, and Stewart due up.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 99, Taiwan Walker.
So the Mets will get a look at a familiar face. Taiwan Walker coming into the game, 3.22 ERA on the season. First man he's going to face is Francisco Alvarez. Splitter misses low. That'll be ball one. Look at the pitch repertoire for Walker. Splitter, sinker, cutter, 4-seam fastball, and a 12-6 curve. He's got a little bit of everything in his arsenal. All right, 1-1 count now. Alvarez, just like Pete, having some struggles with strikeouts. No trouble hitting that pitch right there. This one's launched into the gap. It's going to go off the wall, and that should be a stand-up double for Francisco Alvarez. Now the question becomes, do I pinch run for him right here? I'm not going to do it. I want to, but I'm not going to do it. Sinker in there to Tyrone Taylor. A little old school National League baseball for you. A bunt. That'll move Alvarez to third, and that'll be the first out in the inning. So sacrifice bunt right there. Moves the runner to third. And now DJ Stewart can get his first hit since coming off the injured list. He's really been struggling. This is a perfect time to break out of that slump. Alvarez at third. One gone. Curveball in there for a strike. There you see Sir Anthony Dominguez as well as Matt Strom getting going in the bullpen for the Phillies. 0-1 count. A little late. Was that early or late on the sinker? No, it was a good swing. Either way, it's fouled off. 0-2 count to Stewart. 91 mile per hour sinker. Misses off the plate. There you see at the bottom of the screen the Minnesota Twins currently leading the AL Central. Houston leading the AL West. 2-2 count. Mets leading the Phillies. Man on third. This is going to be a grounder to second. Merrifield not going to go home with it. So Stewart makes some contact. It's a little weak, but it will get a run home, thankfully. So now I'm really proud of myself for taking that sacrifice bunt with Tyrone Taylor and advancing Alvarez to third. All right, instead Beatty. Bases clear. 2 outs. Nice splitter. Hits the bottom part of the zone. And there's another one. Back-to-back splitters to Brett Beatty. Got an 0-2 count. Sinker misses way low. 1-2 count. So I've had some people ask me, you know, what camera angle this is. This is camera angle wide, if you ever want to use it. The reason I use wide is so I can see the entire strike zone very well. I can see, you know, everything. I can see how the fielders are lined up, and I do all that because I don't use PCI. I don't use a lot of the hitting tools that other people use. So I got to use the full field as my advantage. Right there, Brett Beatty swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt. That'll be the third strike and the third out. 7th inning on the way. Sosa, Rojas, and Turner due up.
Leading off for the Phillies, the designated hitter, Edmundo Sosa.
All right, there you see we getting some arms going in the bullpen. 2-0 ball game here for the Mets. On 1 count.
1-1.
Make it 1-1. Ooh, nice pitch there from Lopez upstairs. Swing and a miss.
Yep, nothing.
2-2 count.
Ball.
Curveball gonna miss.
Cancel.
Throw him a fastball here. 3-2 count. Fouls it off. We'll do 3-2 again. Damn it. I knew I shouldn't have thrown that fastball right down Broadway. Should have thrown a splitter. A sinker if I wanted to do something like that. And again, the Mets put another leadoff runner on. The last time, I feel like it was this guy. Johan Rojas, who steps in now, hits one. Oh, come on, McNeil. Gotta make that play, man. Runners at the corners now. This is not the spot I wanted to be in this inning. Come on, Lopez. Oh, come on. For as good as Lopez has pitched this season, he has blown some leads in these games, man. Lopez just gives up 3 hits, and the Phillies take the lead, man. I can't stand the Phillies, bro. Like, I really was looking forward to pitching a shutout. You know what I'm saying? We've been giving up so many runs recently. Like, what is that location, bro? What is that? Oh, my God, man. Just like that, the whole complexion of this game changes, and now you're tired. Like, I just can't, man. That's a big, big blunder by Jorge Lopez. I can't even lie. That pissed me off, dog. Game's not over yet, though. Let's regain composure. Still a 1-run game. Lopez still has a chance to get out of this inning, but just a major, major, major blunder here in this inning for Jorge Lopez. Bryce Harper strikes out for a 4th time today, and I can't even celebrate that the way I want to, man. I'm just still upset about a base hit followed by another hit followed by a 3-run bomb. Usually we do this type of stuff early in the game. This time we had the lead late and we lost it just that fast. But this is a bullpen game. At least we don't have to worry about coming back out to face Aaron Nola. So hopefully this Mets offense can get them back in this game. It's a 1-run game here. 2-2 count to from Lopez to Schwarber. Make it 3-2 now. I'm so scared to throw the sinker again because it was mislocated last time and sent into the bleachers. That time it's fouled off. Let's go ahead and take out Lopez, man. Matter of fact, leave him in. Castellanos now your hitter. Let's leave him in. We don't have many arms to use today. We had a lot of bullpen guys. Come on, McNeil. Come on, bro. I know you're not you're not the fastest player right there, but come on, bro. How does this keep happening? Another baseball gets past Jeff McNeil. And now Alec Bohm's going to step in. Mets falling apart here in this 7th. 2 on, but it's 0-2 count to Bohm. 37 effing pitches for Jorge Lopez. This was supposed to be a quick inning, bro. But like the location of these pitches is why we're now down 3-2. Either way, finally we get out of that inning as the wild pitch results in a throwout at third. 10 freaking hits for the Phillies. And I feel like they have 5 in the inning. Phillies back up, man.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 25, Matt Strong. Leading up for the Mets, the left fielder, Nimmo.
All right, leading off is Brandon Nimmo, 2 for 3 on the day. A double and a single. We need to start this inning off right here against Matt Strong. Let's wait for the right pitch. And when we see it, let's take advantage of it. Fastball misses on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 count. Nimmo fouls off a sinker right there. Count remains 2-2. Probably a poor pitch to Chase right there, but either way we do. 2-2 count to Nimmo. Had to give Chase to that one as it pretty much stays in the zone. It's going to fall into the glove of the center fielder Rojas. And there's one gone here in the 7th. Starlin Marte comes up to the box. Strom throws a 4-seam fastball, slider, sinker, cutter, and a circle change. That was a really good pitch to hit. And I had a feeling he would start me off with a fastball. I just was not prepared, I'm going to be honest. Definitely should have taken a hack at that. This time we'll hack at the changeup. It's going to be hit right to short. And that's the second out. All right, it says Jeff McNeil. He's really pissed me off as far as making plays in the infield. I'm not going to blame him, though. It's not his fault that Jorge Lopez served up a lot of pitches in that past inning. On 1 count to McNeil. Make it 0-2. Let's go ahead and get Adam Ottavino ready to go. The pitch to McNeil, 0-2 count. Is that gonna leave the park? Oh, it bounced off the freaking wall, bro. It's gonna be a long single. Even though I probably could have gone to second and still been safe, but I thought that one was gonna go out the park, yo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm so busy watching the baseball, trying to see where it's going to land, and it just didn't have enough to make it over the fence. Good throw back in from Castellanos, and now I was hoping Matt Strong stayed in the game so we could get Lindor hitting from the right side. Instead, they're going to bring in Sir Anthony Dominguez, and now Lindor going to flip and bat from the left-hand side. We really need him right here. He's been clutch all season for us. This might be one of the biggest spots for him this season. If you remember, if you saw the game earlier this season, he definitely came through for us against Cincinnati. Right now, he's in an 0-1 count against Dominguez. Make the count 1-1 after the 4-seamer misses low. McNeil on first, tying run on first. Go ahead, run at the plate in Francisco Lindor. Come on. Good swing timing on a fastball right down Broadway. Leads to a pop-up in foul territory. And the Mets just can't get much going right for them in this situation. That is rough, bro. That's a good swing on the baseball. But for whatever reason, it leads to a pop-up, and the Mets are now headed to the 8th, down 1 run.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Adivino is your new arm out the pen. He's going to face Alec Bohm to get things started here in this AB. Strike one. All right, quickly, it's an 0-2 count. Fouls off the cutter. Count still 0-2. Over 40,000 in attendance. They're going to cheer right there as Bohm sat down on strikes. One out here in the top of the eighth. So, you know, earlier I was making the jokes about not hating the Phillies. They're quickly reminding me why that word is used sometimes in this rivalry, bro. Oh, my goodness. It's like, I don't know. The losses sting way more when it's the Phillies. I just can't stand them, bro. Either way, 0-2 count to Real Muto. He swings and misses. Alvarez going to pick that one out of the dirt. And that's another strikeout for Adivino, second of the game. Now Sosa steps into the box. He's the man that got things going for the Phillies in the previous inning, that 3-run inning. And he does it again. Going to slap this one down the line. It's going to go all the way to the wall. And then we're going to throw this one back into the infield. But the Phillies have a man on second with 2 outs here in the eighth. All we need is one more inning. One more out if you Adivino. Come on. Adivino getting a little bit tired. We'll still keep him in here as he faces the righty Rojas. Rojas 3 for 3 in today's game. And he puts a really good swing on this baseball. Thankfully, it will stay in the park. Tyrone Taylor right at the wall on the warning track. Snags that one. The Mets running out of time. They're down 1 run. Due up is Alonso, Alvarez, and Taylor. Oh, 2 count to Pete Alonso. He stares at 2 strikes. Pete Alonso leads the National League with 61 strikeouts. That is nasty work. Either way, we got a 1-2 count here, and he can add to that total as that slider fooled me. Gave chase to that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
1-1 count to Alvarez here. He scored a big run earlier in this game. 2-2 count to Alvarez. Dominguez has used his pitches well. Only 12 pitches since coming into the game in the 7th. Right now it's a 2-2 count against Alvarez. Make it 3-2. Tyrone Taylor on deck. I ain't gonna lie, a little delay he did before he threw it, it really threw me off on the honest to God side of things. That little delay threw me off. I ain't even gonna act. That's rough. Oh, man. All right, inning not over yet. Tyrone Taylor steps in. New pitcher in the game, Jeff Hoffman. Wonder if there's any relation to Trevor. Tyrone swings through the first pitch slider. We got an 0-1 count. Late on that swing, and the Mets find themselves down to the ninth here. It's still doable. It is a 3-2 ball game, but the Mets are running out of time at Citi Field.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 25, Brooks Raley.
I don't even want to see this again. This is traumatizing. Trey Turner, 3-run shot. That is the difference in this game right now, because Jorge Lopez doesn't know how to locate a pitch, apparently. Into the upper deck. I'll be real with you. I want to beat him right now. That's what I really want to do. If I get 3 balls before I get 2 strikes, I'll beat him. How about that? I'll do that for y'all at home. I'll put some entertainment into this game. So right now we got a 1-1 count. 9th inning, we need to be focused on whether to not beat Trey Turner, but he'll ground this one right in front of Alvarez. Alvarez will make a throw to first, and that'll be the first out. Merrifield now in the box. Oh, 2 count. Merrifield fouls that one off. Acuna was 0 for 16 before that 3-hit game he had against us. That's wild. I didn't even realize that. This one shot to center, but Taylor going to get under it and snag that one for the second out. This one pop foul. Nimmo gives it a chase and snags it. And the Mets are now coming up in the bottom of the ninth. We can expect to see a closer coming in here. It's a 3-2 ball game. Stewart, Beatty, and Nimmo due up.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 46.
All right, Jose Alvarado is the pitcher coming out of the bullpen. 9 saves and 12 opportunities. DJ Stewart, respectfully, you have had a horrible week. So let's go ahead and pinch hit with Harrison Bader. Somebody that hits very well. Oh, no. Did I just take out the DH? Oh, man. He was playing DH. All right. In comes Bader here. Bottom of the ninth. Going to take a cutter upstairs. Harrison Bader had a really good series against Atlanta. I may have swung a little too early in the count right there. One gone here. That was a good swing, but it wasn't the right pitch to chase. That sinker hit right to Merrifield. And now Beatty stepping in. 0 for 3 on today's ball game. Swing and a miss on the sinker. 0-1 count. Sinker, cutter, fastball are the pitches for Alvarado. So it's all going to be high velocity pitches. We can't seem to catch up to anything right now. Beatty quickly down 0-2 in the count.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught looking at a sinker right there. I'm going to be honest. I thought that one was going to drop out of the zone, but I got to remember what pitches he has. That is a sinker. Although it does have movement, it doesn't drop as far as a curveball would. All right, so the Mets down to their final out here is Brandon Nimmo. 2 hits on the day. This is his 5th at bat. The umpire's ready to go home. I can't believe that was called for a strike. 0-2 count now. Oh, just a poor end to this game for the Mets. I mean, like literally one of the worst endings to a game we've had all year. Like obviously we had a blown save or a blown opportunity in other games, but this one is something about how we were playing. You know, like we were holding them down, weren't giving up many runs, if any at all. But Jorge Lopez makes a crucial mistake in this ball game, and it's going to cost us the game here. Led the whole game, but when it came down to it, just couldn't get past the tough hitters of this Phillies lineup. And this is a disappointing loss. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go to the gym real quick and do some push-ups and sit-ups to shake off the loss to Philly, because I can't stand Philly. You understand what I'm saying? I love Philly as a city, hate the Phillies as a team. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing on it now. I'm going to own it now. I'm not going to try to be Mr. Politically correct. I was politically correct when we were winning the game. Now we lost, and that be that. But either way, y'all, I appreciate y'all tapping in with BYC Gaming. Trey Turner is your player of the game. Taijuan Walker comes away with the victory. Jorge Lopez credited with the loss. And the Mets going to have to pick up the pieces in Game 2 against Philly. We'll leave you with the box score. We appreciate all of y'all for tapping in, whether live or on the playback. This is BYC Gaming, bringing controller. Check out the BYC Gaming link tree to find all of our social media hits. We appreciate y'all for tapping in. Follow us on YouTube at BYC Gaming. Twitch at BYC_gaming. We gone. Peace, love. You know the rest.
Get home safely.